Hi. How are we doing today? We have officially entered the final countdown. So thus far we had general-ish spread that I found on Pinterest, covering general life situations, energies mapping, shadow work, and obviously love and relationships. Today, though, we are entering the Christmas spirit officially with a progression from darkness to light. So the first spread will be Krampus's warning, ergo the green. Although I might keep this for tomorrow too, because we have another dark-ish character, but a lighter dark character. So main deck of the day will be Reborn Skull Tarot. Clarifying deck will be this amazing thing that I'm absolutely in love with, inspired neon tarot. Oracle deck, we are going full dark with the Haunted Manor and with the Path of Shadows. And I'm gonna zoomy. So here's your, okay, actually wait, no, actually I can move the camera. Here's your screenshot opportunity, and I will see you right back. Hello Earth signs! We are inching towards the wrap-up of this big, beautiful project. Oh my crikey! Earth sign be on fire today? What did you have for breakfast? Too much coffee? Well, someone has sparked some fire, forged in truth and clarity and communication. Also double ace, that's fucking beautiful energy, dude. New work, new inspiration, new something that will require your energy. New communication, new clarity, new insight. For my Earth signs, Taurus Virgo Capricorn. I definitely need a mental break after 25 days of this. Although we are on day 21, I am feeling the exhaustion. Yeah, I mean, definitely me right now, just being excessively workaholic. If you are in the same situation, consider taking a rest when you can, a little break, a little, you know, just Netflix and chill, couch potato mode, not even understanding what the fuck you're watching or consuming, just zone out. Otherwise, it's a beautiful thing to be dedicated, to be a little extra, but when you cross a certain territory of being extra at work, you become way too dependable and reliable and always the one saving the situation, always the one showing up for work, and you can easily be taken advantage of to the point where it's highway to a burnout. So be advised and be cautious. Today's spread, I asked Grok to cook me up a little spread inspired by Krampus. I'm gonna have the meaning of the position in the description box, and we have Virgo in the chat with the Hermit. But you, generally speaking, as an Earth sign, you are now contemplating inner wisdom, relying on your own accumulated knowledge to see you through a situation which combobulating, is that, I know it's like an English word, and it's like something like just like mashed and mangled, like when you crochet or knit and your yarn is all combobulated. That's really the word that is on my mind. So what is combobulating? I'm pretty sure I didn't say that wrong, but you get what I mean. And you need to take a little time out. So Hanged Man following the Hermit, you are definitely not necessarily self-isolating, but taking a step back to reflect on things, on situations, on events, on things that were said, exchanged, or done, what the results were, how you were affected, how you affected others. And through that deeper investigation and instigating research, you are finding balance and healing with the Temperance card. You are definitely finally maybe acknowledging your emotions and giving back to yourself a bit of recognition, a bit of credit, a bit of and judgment and the Sun. You are trying to find a path of revival to happiness in perhaps from a situation where you were overburdened or put out in cold or just discarded. Something ended and you are looking to revive it so that you can experience warmth and clarity and happiness. And we are definitely working on structures, leadership, taking action, taking charge, and being motivated as fuck with the King of Wands, being charming, being sexy, being charismatic, being a typical leader, charismatic physically, but also the way you speak, which is how you woo people and your audience. And we have a new emotional opportunity, a new offer at least. And this can be literally anything, but something fulfilling is on the horizon. Watch out for towers though. As an earth sign, I've been hammering this for the last 20 days, I think, more or less. Watch out the relationships you are building, because you tend to be impressed or distracted by things that bring fun that are not viable on the long term, on the long run. So be advised and be cautious of that. Especially if it's like emotionally fulfilling, but you are not seeing the long-term viability of the thing, and just or seeing one aspect that is fulfilling one or ticking one checkbox, but not all of them. You know what, I'm gonna do 3 and deep one on this side. Actually, I have space. Ooh, something's hidden, something's dissatisfactory, something needs healing, a bit of work, paying attention, a bit of wrapping up, a new opportunity, and your significant other or bigger, more meaningful relationship. So, the naughty list. What hidden behavior, habit, or pattern have you been ignoring or denying that is harming yourself or others? What is something hidden that is scary? Strength. You think that strength and patience and resilience is either scary or someone who is embodying strength, thus a fire sign, specifically a Leo, is scaring you in some capacity, which is a very specific message. I'm sorry, but it's coming across as such, because she tames the beast within and the beast outside of her, She is gentle and patient and loving, and you might incorrectly assume or project that underneath that surface there is something hidden, something scary, something witchy that is having an adverse reaction out of you, or pulling an adverse reaction out of you. As for you, are you afraid of your own strength, your own resilience, your own patience, your own tenderness? Because it might, you have those qualities in you, but because they are hidden, and have you hidden them consciously or subconsciously because in the past they were frowned upon or looked at in a negative light. And now, because you are not showing strength, you are harming yourself and others because you let the raw animalistic side take the lead in decisions that you are making. I'm looking at 3 animals versus 1 human figure. Well, 1 skeleton, but 1 human. Something for earth signs. Ten of Swords, King of Cups. Your emotions were definitely abused, taken advantage of, backstabbed, leaving you very much distraught, distressed, and feeling taken advantage of. And thus why you have now this perception that being gentle, patient, resilient as a form of strength is actually a form of weakness. And so you are hiding that to protect your own emotional center, emotional generosity, emotional well-being, coming from a place of, if I hide my resilience, my patience, my tenderness, my understanding of differences from a different perspective, and not seeing that as a weakness but as something to nurture, I will be taken advantage of, I will be backstabbed. So I'd rather not, and just keep it hidden and roll with either the opposite or something just completely different from that. The chains you carry. What self-imposed restrictions, guilt, or shame are you dragging around that keeps you stuck in the shadow? Dissatisfaction, because you are not allowing yourself to be your true, authentic self. And because you are playing shady games with the Five of Swords, a bit of gaslighting, a bit of malicious intent that is circling you back constantly in a space of being dissatisfied, because dishonest behavior is not bringing you the fulfilling happiness that you otherwise expected it to bring to you. For my good signs. And you might be acting a fool or acting foolish in that, not really considering others' emotions, feelings, or repercussions of you acting a bit of a fool. King of Wands, playing on your charisma to achieve goals in foul play also. And again, the Moon and the King of Pentacles. So you are hiding your resourcefulness, your stability, and how reliable you are to protect your emotions from the previous section. Even if you are playing unfairly and being always discontent and dissatisfied, you don't seem to give the dissatisfaction and boredom that much weight and value to change your behaviors. rather sticking in fear and doubt and uncertainty, and hiding how calm and resourceful and stubborn, potentially with the King of Pentacles, but just very resilient you can be if you were given a chance to shine that aspect onto situations. The switches of consequence. What painful lesson or consequence is trying to get to your attention right now? What warning are you refusing to heed? Healing, patience, harmony, balance, walking away. So you need to take in the lessons, the painful lesson and consequence, that walking away is something normal and natural that you need to do. But after said walking away, you need to recenter yourself, resource yourself, replenish your own cup. I'm sorry, I'm being fidgety a little. Heal and bring back things in homeostasis, in balance, in harmony, so that when you are crossing that river and going to the 9th cup, that is your wish fulfillment, you will actually have a shorter route, an easier crossing of the river of your emotions, and have a more fulfilling wish fulfillment than if you are not taking the time to heal past wounding, past trauma, past emotional pains and burdens. And you need to be fair to yourself and to others involved in situations that are leaving you in this space or in this energetic state. You need to have enough strength to confront yourself if you behave or if you misbehave intentionally, to have a disadvantagedly higher position, or just a disadvantage over the situation if it implies somebody else, or for your own higher good. The most, like, not in the present moment. So instant gratification versus delayed gratification. If you are playing, if you have foul play at hand, and if you use malicious intent to self-satisfy you right now, you hurt yourself and others in the process. You have to walk away from what you commit to and what you invest emotions into, because it's doomed to fail and tumble down. Following which you need to step away, walk away and heal, retreat, restore your own emotional boundaries and well-being, so that justice is restored, so that you can confront new situations in a more honest way, in a more honest light, in a more honestly communicative, open, sincere approach. The call in your heart. Where are you withholding warmth, kindness, or forgiveness? Again, with resources, if you are giving too little to situations, and we have the Star, you do not give yourself enough time and space to heal. You end something, you are asked to heal, to balance things out, but you are already, pardon me, potentially already on the road to try something new, to grow something new, to work on a new opportunity, and you are leaving your healing process, either you start and you abandon midway or not even. And when you are withholding your own healing process, you are affecting yourself and others, because you are not fully restored to your original plentiful potential. But also, if you give too little wish fulfillment to others, you are also being a little stingy, a little selfish. What is that about for my earth signs? Hanged Man. You need to consider things from a different perspective on what you bring to the table and how it influences others, your own wishes versus theirs, your own resources and capabilities of being a provider compared to others. When it's your time to give, you have to give, and when it's your time to receive, you receive. It's all balanced out. You just need to be a bit more grounded, but also a bit more in tune with your own emotions, so that you are not acting from a malicious space. And we have Temperance and the Lovers. So Temperance again, and Lovers, higher level soul commitment. You really need to heal your emotional center. If you are single and you want to call in your divine partner or your higher level commitment, that can be a spouse in the long run, or just allow higher, more meaningful love situations in your life. You need balance. You need to be restored. You need to be healed. You need to be patient. You need to consider things from a different perspective and allow others' views and values to to shine a different light on your own set of views and values. I'm not asking you to integrate, just allow the light to be seen. And if you like the hue, the shade, the intensity, all the best. If you don't like, we'll ask to change it a little. I mean, humans have this beautiful capability of changing themselves, granted if they're willing. So we have so the darkness I fear to face. What aspect of your shadow terrifies you the most? Endings, the big fat endings, the major endings, and starting a new project, new inspiration, new work. As a earth sign, and especially if you're fixed, you are not exactly a huge fan of transformation and change and things that are ending to have something new replace it. And I get it, I'm a Leo, I'm a fixed sign, I hate change, but sometimes it's necessary. You need to confront how your relationship with endings and new beginnings. Even if it brings conflict, conflict to the table with the Five of Wands. It can be internal conflict, can be external. You need to make amends with the team, trying to find a balance, cohesion, where everybody is heard, everybody has a seat at the table, their opinions heard, and if not necessarily validated, just I hear you, and this is why it's impractical, this is why it's not going to work, this is why it's a bit foolish, this is why. And if you can rationalize and express yourself with empathy and clarity, you will have less resistance and conflict and fights to disrupt and to make this new project, this new work, this new opportunity feel conflictual and heavy and burdensome, and will make feel the ending of the previous step even less painful, or you are less prone to linger into the nostalgia of that ending. And we have the Two of Pentacles. It's an art of balancing and juggling what has been done, what had to be concluded, and what needs to be started in order to step into the next space, which is from the Ace of Wands, the new work potential, to the Ace of Pentacles, which is money, 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 something that you can monetize, that you can grow from an ace to a 10 and then to a king. Krampus rattle. What loud inner or outer signal is trying to wake you up to the necessary change? You hate change, but with change comes new opportunity, and you want to embrace this opportunity. You want to transform, and this is absolutely fucking beautiful, an ace to a 9, to self-reliance, independence, self-mastery, but also in a sense of you can prove to others that you alone can transform an opportunity to a place where you are king of your castle, in charge, you have all that wealth, you can buy the condo on the 45th floor, and you are just plentiful, and you know how to manage and how to get more, so you are never going back to lesser values of pentacles. We have the Two of Swords, Ace of Swords, Eight of Cups. Sometimes you will see the clarity in walking away from situations, but you need to make decisions to allow yourself to walk away, because by walking away, and we had that here, Eight of Cups, by walking away you can find new clarity, new opportunities to invest in, to grow, to literally build upon or from, into stability, reliability, where you can be the hero of the story. So you need to accept that signal. It's coming at you. You just need to like listen to it and try to decipher it. And I'm good. 25. The path to redemption. What courageous action, accountability, or inner work will transform this shadow into wisdom and allow me to step back into the light? Your path of redemption is sacred harmony and expectations and patience. So if you are waiting for a sacred partner, higher level commitment partner to come into your life in whatever capacity this means for you, you need to do the work first. You need to acknowledge your vulnerability, the way you process emotions, the way you need to nurture and heal your own inner core self, not to fear what is hidden and not to hide your energy or key aspects that can be nurturing towards that significant other partner. You need to seek justice and clarity, communicate your feelings, your thoughts, your desires clearly, but very much balance, and also heal yourself. Take time out to reflect on situations and on things, and allow change to enter your space and your energy, because change might bring amazing opportunities down the line. Four of Wands. And if you're expecting to build foundations and a house and a home and a long-term story with your significant other, it is the most imperative that you integrate shadow work, that you work on yourself, that you heal your emotions in how you perceive emotions, how you handle and deal with emotions, things that you all have repressed, things that rattle you, scare you, that you hide at the bottom of Krampus's bag. You need to resurface them a little. Pay attention to how others treat you, how much they take from you, how much you allow them to take from you, and always communicate clearly. And when you are afraid of change and major endings, take a deep breath. It's gonna be okay. It's an ending. An ending is a closed door, because the closed door will allow another door to be opened with new work, new money, new opportunity. Try to see the positive in what is otherwise scary and frightening and very uncomfortable for you. I'm going to be right back with the oracle cards. So, what do we have for Earth signs? That one. Bats, mind what you send out, and this can be energetic, can be words, can be intent. Like I said, like the more you focus on fear of change, the more resistance you offer to change, and the harder change is, and the more, not nefarious, but the more well, yeah, not nefarious, but the way you receive the ripple effect of change will seem very much against you, as if on purpose to hurt you. So be really mindful of what you send out. Try to be at peace, calm, serene, accepting. You know, it is what it is. This too shall fuck off. And eventually good things will come to you. Toad, personal growth, transformation, letting go. What did I just say? Boom. Chakalaka. So, Earth signs, I know you are stubborn-ish, fixed-ish, grounded, reliable, not exactly spiritual woo-woo shenanigans, but if this can help you in any capacity, watch it once, watch it twice, take notes, jot down keywords that may prove to be helpful in the future for you, and small baby steps. Baby steps. Tackle one challenge or one topic or one something that's scary at a time, so it's not overwhelming, so that you are not skydiving straight into the devil's energy, or jump diving. I don't know, my mind is jumbled. That you're not literally high speed highway to the devil's energy into like overdrive and excess right off the bat. One thing at a time, baby steps. You get this. You got this. You'll be fine. You will be fine, okay? Peace out.